I'm Susie Williams, the sales manager for Harcourts Blackham Co in Geraldine and Temuka. I've worked with Harcourts for almost 4 years now. The reason I find the brand so impressive is it has a global reach and internationally recognised. However, the ownership is local, which means reputations are very much at stake. The Blackham family have owned the company for 3 generations. And it's a bit like the Hotel California. You can check in, but you can never leave. Some of our people have been with us for 20 years, and we have a very low turnover of staff, which means obviously there's a lot of customer satisfaction and a lot of happy people. Which brings me to the job description. What does a sales manager do? Pretty much what it says on the packet, but it's a lot of little things like most of real estate. We're there to empower our salespeople, to support them, to listen, to motivate, and to help with the paperwork. Every year the legislation becomes ever more complicated and more of it. So that's part of the job, is to help people. And the other part is to meet with clients, and that's the very enjoyable part. You get to know people very well in a very condensed time. It's their biggest asset, and sometimes there's sadness, sometimes there's happiness, but or it's a mixture of all emotions, but you see people at their most raw, and that's a privilege. Previously I worked in the Timaru office. I'm now at Geraldine and Temuka. I split my week between the offices, and that's also most enjoyable. Geraldine's a cosmopolitan town. People say it's very English, and they have shifted here often from the North Island or all over the world. It's very green, it's very pretty, and it's very boutique. We have icons such as Barker's, and a lot of tourist trade passes through. It's always a busy town. Temuka has almost become a suburb of Timaru. It's probably underappreciated and undervalued for a long time, but now, being only 10 minutes drive from Timaru, a lot of people are actually discovering it, and it's also has Fonterra and a lot going for it. I obviously love family garden, which is a bit like the curate's egg. It's nice in parts, but it keeps me on my toes. I have 2 gorgeous grandchildren who come at the weekends. They keep us laughing and keep us happy. We have a jet boat which really gets out of the shed, but that's also allowed me to visit places that I would never have got to on my own 2 feet. And we have lots of dogs. Somewhere we've got an unemployed sheepdog who's floating around, and we have a Whistler, a Jack Russell, and a Labrador, all of whom are pot lickers, and they're up country today. If you look out of camera behind me, you see the 4 peaks going round to Mount Hutt, and then Fonterra down at the coast, and Geraldine over the hill. So we're very, very lucky to live here on the top of the hill. My clever husband built this house, and whilst it's a typical builder's house, it's not quite finished. It's a pretty nice place to live. So that's just a little about me. Thank you.